Hey, it's Makiana again, and I'm finally back with another video after about like a month. And this video isn't a wrestling video. This is a music themed video. I will go back to the wrestling videos after this one. I just wanted to try something different. And this video is really just like a list of albums that I think are underappreciated or underrated, and I didn't put them in any particular order. So let's just get into the video. Mayfield by the Drop 19s. Now this is actually a demo, but it's still an album. And I like it a bit more than their debut album, Delaware, which is still pretty good, having some of the best shoegaze songs that I've heard with Winona and Barry Rememberer. But this is just different because Mayfield has got to be like a top 5 shoegaze release ever. They create some of the most dreamy and audibly stunning soundscapes I've ever heard. Made even better with its raw, amateurish, and lo-fi quality. And by that I mean the songs sound like garbage. Yeah, at times this album isn't the easiest to listen to, but if you enjoy albums that sound like this, I'm sure you'll love this one. And my favorite songs on here are Mayfield, Skylight, Astro, Soapland, and Damon. Next album I'll be talking about is Mud Boy by Sheck Wes.
Out here on the strip, telling cops to suck our dick. Bitch, some boys was shooting shots, other boys was clutching grips. It get tragic where I live.
Now I feel like this album has been forgotten by a lot of people because Sheck Wes hasn't really done much to keep himself relevant since this album dropped. But this album is just so brilliant to me. He brings so much personality with his energetic and unique delivery, alongside the unique and diverse production that this album brings. This album is just so dark, murky, hypnotic, and aggressive, which is fully present on songs like Gmail, Fuck Everybody, and Wanted. And other songs have a more psychedelic and atmospheric feel, like Chippy Chippy and Jiggy with the Shits. More chill, almost cloud rappy songs like WESPN, Never Lost in Vitamin Socks. And I obviously can't talk about this album without talking about Mo Bamba, because Mo Bamba was a massive song. And in my opinion, I think Mo Bamba may have had something to do with this album not getting the appreciation it deserved when it first came out, because people were probably expecting a bunch of songs that sounded like Mo Bamba. But all they got was a bunch of songs that were better than Mo Bamba, and I guess that made them mad or something. But anyway, my favorite songs on here would have to be Gmail, Kyrie, Burn Slow, and Fuck Everybody. And album number 3 I'll be talking about is Children of the Corn, the single.
Drop it off quick, you dig. I commit robberies like Billy the Kid. If you refuse, then you lose. They give me a reason to split your wig.
An insanely lo-fi album, even for the genre. While the rapping and flows here aren't too crazy for a Memphis rap album, and the rappers just let that absolutely sinister production and atmosphere shine. And they are extremely successful with this because the songs legit sound like they were recorded deep into the woods. And as usual, you have your spooky, scary samples on here, your demonic laughter, your sounds of people getting killed, which for some reason people think these are from actual murders and snuff films. Like, bro, they are from horror movies. Suitors aren't real. Stop believing that shit. Anyways, my favorite songs on this one are Evil Interlude, Wicked Ways, and Deep Into the Woods.
Deep into the woods, deep into the woods, deep into the woods.
Which should sound familiar if you listen to Cemetery. Now for the next album we got GrimeTapes.com Wheel. Now for an even more lo-fi release. This is some of the most industrial, filthy, and dare I say grimy sounding grime you'll ever hear. Cause some of these sound like they was recorded on a World War II field radio. All while these guys are freestyling at the rate of the Black Ops 3 Vesper with the rapid fire attachment on, which causes it to be nearly impossible to understand what these guys are saying at times. But doesn't matter because this album is just a 1-hour compilation of pure aggression and anger. I just want to talk quickly about the song I'll Bounce Things Into Your Face, which isn't really a song, it's just Chronic, who's very extremely mad at Demon, the guy that made Arms House, and he's just angrily rambling on for like 2 minutes. He tells the DJ to stop the rhythm twice before he starts to rap for like the last 30 seconds of the song. But for real, this is a essential grime release. Early grime is really just some of the most raw and authentic performance music Way more raw and angry and just no fucks given than any punk rock you can think of. Okay, now the fifth album I'll be talking about is Cocktail Terror Cultural Mixing. One of the best groups from the absolutely insane all-idol scene in Japan, this album goes absolutely crazy. It's an epic mixture of J-pop, trancecore, and digital hardcore. Even the songs with a more normal J-pop sound, such as Capriccio and Never, still have that trancey feel, but other than that, this album is just a straight sugar rush. And it's insanely fast. They don't stop to take a break for anything. And I can't even pick a few songs to be my fave because they're literally all my favorite songs. But if I would have to pick, I would have to go with Ora Honey Coolage, Like a Fake, and this one. And I recommend this album and this group to anyone wanting to get into the Japanese all-idol scene because they are one of the best, and this is one of the best albums from the scene. Okay, the next one I'll be talking about is Lil Mister, No Lacking.
I can't trust the soul, niggas plotting on me, keep the eyes open, ain't no lacking on.
Now when it comes to Chicago drill, the two main groups who pretty much get all the credit are OTF with guys like Lil Durk and LA Capone, and Glow Gang with Chief Keef and Fredo Santana. But gangs such as Wicca World and Clout Gang don't get a lot of love. And those guys have rappers like Rico Reckless, King Lil J, FPG Duck, and Lil JoJo. And I feel like No Lacking deserves a bit more credit because it's got a bunch of great drill songs on here, such as Little Friend, Kickin' Like Typo, Gotta Stand, and Scary Monsters. It's even got a couple great melodic songs on here such as Episode and No Lacking. And No Lacking might have the best usage of autotune ever. Like, I've legitimately never heard someone sound so good on a song. Well, maybe Blade on Sugar, but Blade is the best ever, so it's expected from him. But the biggest thing about this album is just how catchy it is, with songs like Episode, Get Bang, No Lacking, and Gotta Stain, which are just impossible to not bang your head to. Now the next album I'll be talking about is Ultra Club 4K by Dubs and Wicca Phase Springs Eternal. A mixture that I did not know that I needed, but I'm glad that I have, is the mixture of trance, trap, and emo. And on this album, it is executed to absolute perfection. The uplifting production alongside Dubs and Wicca's emo white boy vocals is a crazy and unique mix, but they feed off of one another perfectly. And it creates this sort of melancholic but happy as hell feeling in your head. It's literally got that in the back of the club vibe that everyone who's heard it talks about. It's quite literally the embodiment of this meme right here. And I think if you're someone who grew up listening to a lot of electronic music in like the late 2000s and the early 2010s, this one will really kind of make you nostalgic like it made me. This is just a chronically online masterpiece, literally because it came out right at the start of the pandemic. So I've got quite the attachment to it because I listen to this like all the time during lockdown. And that's the last album I'm going to be talking about. I kind of want to make this kind of a series, but I kind of also need to get a more consistent upload schedule. So I just wanted to drop a quick little video, a little something different, so I wouldn't go a month without uploading. So more wrestling videos will be coming, hopefully by the end of next week. Hopefully. But for now, just drop a like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.